Detective James Parker sat at his desk, staring at the rain falling outside his office window. Business had been slow lately in downtown Chicago. He was about to call it a day when there was a knock at his door. "Come in," he called out. A woman in her 30s entered, wearing an expensive black coat. Her eyes were red from crying. "Mr. Parker, I need your help. My name is Sarah Collins. Please, take a seat," Parker said, gesturing to the chair across from his desk. "What seems to be the problem?" "It's about a rare antique, old falcon statue from Malta. It's been in my family for generations," she explained, wringing her hands. "Last night, someone broke into my house and stole it." Parker leaned forward. "Have you contacted the police?" "Yes, but they don't understand how important this falcon is. It's not just valuable, it holds a secret." She lowered her voice. "Inside, the falcon is a small compartment containing a very old document. If it falls into the wrong hands..." "What's in the document?" Parker asked. "I can't tell you everything, but it contains information about a hidden treasure from the Knights of Malta. The falcon was created to protect this secret." Parker took out his notebook. "Can you describe the falcon?" "It's about 12 inches tall, solid gold with ruby eyes. There are strange markings on its base, ancient Maltese symbols." "Any idea who might have taken it?" Sarah hesitated. "There's one person, Marcus Reed. He's an antique dealer who's been trying to buy the falcon for years. I've always refused to sell." Parker wrote down the name. "I'll need Reed's address and any other details you can give me about him." After getting the information and his standard fee, Parker began his investigation. His first stop was Marcus Reed's antique shop in the old part of town. The shop was closed, but through the window, Parker saw the place had been ransacked. Display cases were smashed and items were scattered everywhere. The detective called his contact at the police department. "Hey, Tom, it's Parker. Got anything on a break-in at Reed's Antiques?" "Funny you should ask," Tom replied. "Reed was found unconscious in his shop this morning. He's at City Hospital now." At the hospital, Parker found Reed, awake, badly bruised. "Mr. Reed, I'm investigating the theft of a Maltese Falcon statue. Know anything about that?" Reed's eyes widened. "The falcon? Is that what they were after?" He coughed. "2 men broke in last night. They kept demanding to know where it was. I told them I didn't have it, but they didn't believe me. These men, can you describe them?" One was tall, with a scar on his left cheek. The other was shorter, heavy-set. They had foreign accents, maybe Eastern European. Parker's next stop was his informant, Eddie, who knew all about the city's illegal antique trade. They met in a quiet diner. "A gold falcon statue?" Eddie said, stirring his coffee. "Yeah, I heard something. There's a private collector, Victor Popov. Word is, he's obsessed with Maltese artifacts. He's got a warehouse by the river." Under cover of darkness, Parker watched the warehouse. After an hour, he saw 2 men matching Reed's description enter the building. He quietly followed them inside. Through a crack in a door, he saw the falcon sitting on a table. A tall man with a scar was examining it, while a heavy-set man stood guard. They were speaking in hushed tones. "The boss will be here soon," the scarred man said. "Once he pays us, we're on the first flight out." Parker had heard enough. He called Tom for backup and waited. When Victor Popov arrived 20 minutes later, the police were ready. The arrest was quick and clean. They caught Popov, his 2 thugs, and recovered the falcon. Back at his office, Parker examined the statue with Sarah Collins. "The document is safe," she said, showing him a hidden catch in the base that opened a small compartment. "Thank you, Mr. Parker. Just one thing bothers me," Parker said, looking at her carefully. "How did Popov know about the document?" Very few people knew that secret. Sarah's expression changed. She reached for her purse, but Parker was faster. "The police found some interesting messages on Popov's phone. You hired those men to steal the Falcon, didn't you? But they double-crossed you and decided to sell it themselves. My family protected that secret for generations," she said bitterly, "but we never got to benefit from it. I just wanted my share." As the police led Sarah away, Parker picked up the Falcon. In the morning, he would turn it over to the proper authorities. The real mystery of what the document led to would remain unsolved, at least for now. Looking out at the city lights, Parker smiled. Sometimes solving one mystery just led to an even bigger one. But that's what kept his job interesting.